Greetings everyone, I'm Jed Shlackman. My professional work includes doing work as a counselor, hypnotherapist, and energy healer. And in this video I'll be speaking about hypnosis, using hypnotherapy as a resource to address a wide range of mental health concerns, to treat different issues that might be presented in a therapeutic practice. In the realm of mental health, people have a variety of issues that can range from anxiety and depression to attention difficulties, to addictions, to fears and phobias, to compulsions. There are many different symptoms that might present and that might be given some type of clinical diagnosis if you're going to a counselor or a psychologist or psychiatrist. And often at the root or core origin of those particular symptoms or issues, there are things in the subconscious. There are patterns that arose starting from experiences we've had in our past. So we have experiences and we act or react in response to those experiences. We develop ways of adapting or coping with our environment, with our social surroundings. And if we want to make a change within ourselves, or if we want to heal from a particular pattern or issue, it's often vital to connect with our subconscious mind, with our past memories, with different patterns or imprints that may be present. And one very valuable way to do that is using hypnosis, since the foundation of hypnosis is guiding a person into a state of consciousness where you can more easily or directly access the subconscious parts of the self. There are many different modalities and techniques that are used in psychotherapy, and a lot of them are operating more on the conscious level. In traditional forms of talk therapy, you're having a conversation or dialogue with the person with their conscious, rational mind. However, much of our human behavior, much of our emotional functioning, how we respond to relationships, is driven by the subconscious, not by the rational aspect of the mind, but by emotional reactions that are associated with patterns that we learned or accessed in the past. So when we're reacting, we're often not consciously thinking. We're just responding with some pattern of reaction that we found useful at some previous time in our life. So we develop a certain way of responding or coping with our environment, and then we continue to repeat that because it served some purpose or seemed to work at some previous time. And if something seems useful or functional at one time, our subconscious mind believes it's going to be useful and functional again in the future when we encounter some similar or related situation. It's easier to repeat a routine that we've learned before than to spend time thinking about developing a new routine. So that's a natural way for us to handle our life experiences, to be able to access something that's already there, a program, you could say, that's already been recorded. But of course, life isn't that simple, and something that was useful at one time may no longer be as useful or valuable when we're encountering future situations. So we want to have the ability to adapt, to change, to adjust those programs, to not be on autopilot all the time, but to actually be more conscious and mindful of how we're dealing with things in the here and now, in the present. So to create that communication or connection between the conscious and the subconscious, to be able to transform or change those programs, we can use hypnosis, we can use hypnotherapeutic methods so that our conscious awareness can interact with the subconscious awareness and provide for some learning, some transformation there, where we can update or upgrade those patterns or programs that the subconscious has been acting upon. So there are many different valuable therapeutic techniques that are used by counselors and therapists. I've personally found that hypnosis is one of the most simple and powerful ways to facilitate change and healing. It's a very direct way to help our conscious mind and subconscious mind come together and formulate more valuable or effective methods of functioning in our present point of our life. One way that hypnosis can be used is to provide desirable suggestions to our mind. So you can help your mind visualize an ideal way of handling a situation. You can use multiple sensory modalities when you use hypnosis. So you can have yourself seeing something, hearing something, feeling something, touching and tasting. So fully embodying what you desire to create or experience. So it's a great way to rehearse something that you'd like to manifest in your life. It can be used for preparing for athletic performance or performing as a musician or an actor. You can use it to see yourself feeling calm and confident in an academic setting when you're perhaps taking a test. You can see yourself in a social situation feeling more comfortable or more confident as you socialize with your peers or as you're meeting a date. So those are some ways that hypnosis can help people in those situations. Hypnotherapy can also be used to review past experiences and release emotions and let go of trauma. So you can use your spiritual resources, you could say your soul's intelligence, your higher self, your wise mind, carrying that back to some earlier time in your life where you encountered something that you weren't prepared then to process, that may have felt overwhelming or traumatic, and you can bring those resources back to that other part of yourself so you can then be able to be more present and more able to handle those types of stressful or challenging occurrences. So hypnosis is valuable both to project something positive going forward and to help release, to resolve something that had felt negative from the past. I encourage each of you to consider hypnosis as a resource to use for anything you'd like to improve in your own life, for anything you perhaps wish to heal or release. You can learn more about hypnosis on my website, phinsights.com. That's spelled PHINSIGHTS.com. You can find more information there about the full range of healing modalities that I work with, as well as different events that I present, different classes or workshops, group meditations, and of course there's information about scheduling private healing sessions. For now, I'd like to wish everyone a wonderful day. Namaste.